Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded.
Yeah.
I'd like to trade.
A bit cock? Another one is, some say he should even... Let's fight then.
I'd like to train. And I'll take a sheep.
Right, lad. Grab your piece, we'll get stuck in.
You'll get what for?
Allez, go put it down.
Your end is nigh.
Сволочь. Плохо. Побитый, ага.
Can I ask? Thank you. I'd like to train.
A bit cocky. Another one is. Some say he should even try what it's like. Let's fight then.
I still don't feel.
Right, lad. Shit!
Это слишком поверил. Вау.
Well ended.
Затыкал.
I'd like to.
A bit cocky. Another one is. Some say he should even. Let's fight then.
Так.
I'd like to train.
Еще
Just on its own.
Right, lad. Fucker!
Give up.
Ого.
Is that all you got?
Сволочуга.
Fuck it!
This is luck.
Чё, да? Привет, купал. Здесь так. Что там с вебкой, нормально всё? Нормально. Так, а чё я так нажал? Что ты еще живой? Давай на глефах потеремся.
I'd like to try.
A bit cocky. I'll never learn as much. Some say, let's fight them.
I'd like to train with.
Right, lad. Jesus Christ!
Все? Все? Серьезно? Что это было? Она типа много дамагает или что?
I'd like to train him.
Right. What weapon would...
I'd like to train with.
Right.
И типа депаться нельзя, да? Верно. Ты не убил. С кефами у тебя плохо. Видишь, да, ты тебя сразу начинаешь. Есть еще порох в пороховницах, да, твоих? Но их кофе есть в пороховницах. Ладно, заканчиваем тренировочный. Одно, короче, я понял по вещам, что очень долго.
Can you teach me how?
Certainly.
I want to achieve.
You can't become...
Well, I'd like to.
Certainly.
I'd like to.
First,
Well,
Че у меня? Связки ударов? Это что? С каким мечом?
if you want to really hurt your opponent, it's It's no use just flailing at him and hoping you get lucky. You need technique, but using skilled moves is no easy matter. There's no miraculous strikes you can learn that will ensure you win every duel. You've got to work those techniques into your combat, force your opponent into a position you want him in, and then attack unexpectedly.
Ow.
See? I strike from overhead, then slash from the side, and back swing low down. So you expect me to strike from below, but then I turn the sword and strike you with the other side. Once more. Defend. Now, you try it. Strike from above, then from the right, then slash. The strikes have to follow quickly, one after the other. As soon as one lands, you start the next. You have to keep exactly to the sequence, otherwise it won't come off. Slash from above, slash from the right, slash from below. Go!
Так. Вверх. Право.
No! You have to strike me 3 times. 3 times.
Я понял, что 3 раза. Так. Так.
No! You have to
смысле?
strike me 3 times. 3 times. No! You have to strike me 3 times.
Так.
3 times. Try to catch the rhythm. As soon as one blow lands, change the target zone and strike again. Right away. Don't stop. No! You have to strike me 3 times. 3 times.
Так. Так.
Try to catch the rhythm. As soon as one blow lands,
Так,
change the target zone and strike again. Right away. Don't stop. Good. Again. Try to catch the rhythm. As soon as one blow lands, change the target zone. That's it. Try it once more.
Прикольно, прикольно. Так. Так.
No! You have to strike me 3
Так,
times.
так.
Try to catch the rhythm. As soon as one blow lands, change the target zone and strike again. Right away. Don't stop. Try to catch the rhythm. As soon as one blow lands, good. Again.
У меня аж голова напряга. Я что там освоил, что там? Ладно.
Yeah.
Ну, я что, тут спать могу, да? Опа. Тут даже этот есть. Частный, в смысле, начал?
Be off right now or I'll fucking see you off.
Давай, Рацик, иди сюда.
Hey, you've no business here. Clear off or you'll be sorry.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
Father, can I ask you?
Of course, Henry.
I thought since we drove Toth out of the province, things would be better. I mean,
The naivety of youth. Driving him out of the province, and what's more, as long as there's a war going on, problems
what can we do about it?
not an awful... My garrison is a shamble these days. I lost most of my men in Skalitz, and what I'm left with after Pribyslavitz, let alone guarding the roads and patrolling the rest of the province, I simply don't have the men.
Uh-huh. I understand.
That is, I didn't have the men. As it happens, you've come at just the right time. Recently, I asked an old acquaintance for help. Sir Kuno of Rickwald and his mercenary band. The men who...
Well, excuse me for being so bold, but there's plenty of mercenaries around. Surely you can find...
You have a point, lad, but I'd like to tell you I talked to Kuno because I trust him. But actually my reasons are of a more pragmatic nature. You see, Kuno owes me a favor, so he'll serve me free of charge.
So, you want me to join them?
Yes, but that's not all. I told Kuno I'd send him a guide. But really what I need is for someone to keep a close eye on him and his men. Someone reliable. And I'd say you fit the part. Go and report to him at his encampment. You'll ride with his band on patrols and make sure they don't...
How is he indebted to you?
I did him quite a big service, actually.
Oh, sounds like quite a story.
You should ask him. You'll be spending quite a while riding together, so it'll... But one thing I can tell you, he seems to have taken inspiration from me. A lot of his men...
Who is this Sir Q?
He's the last baron of the House of Rickwalt, which became impoverished. So he took to the mercenary trade, like many... He's certainly an entertaining companion, but as a mercenary, well...
That sounds a little worrying.
Oh, it's nothing too bad. Just that now and again he needs reminding...
All right.
Excellent. He set up camp between Ratai and Ledet. Good luck, Henry.
I will, sir.
Это что, типа зеленая считается, да? Ну, ладно.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Дорогу выйду налево.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be with you. I'm looking for Sakuno. Sir Kuno? Baron Rickvold. Isn't this his camp?
You won't get nothing out of him. You must be Radzig's man. I heard he was supposed to send someone.
Yes, Sir Radzig sent me as a guide. I'm Henry.
I'm Jakey. And this here fella, we call the Stone.
I can see why. What's up with him? Cat got his tongue?
No, more like the dog got it. The executioner's dog. When the executioner ripped it out of him. Anyway, you better come along with me. I'll introduce you to the other fellas. And the chief. These here are the Bearman brothers. Petter and Jan. They're a barrel of laughs. Except when they're too drunk to string two words together. Like now. Don't get on the wrong side of them, though. When their blood is up, well, it ain't a pretty sight.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, I'm sure.
Never mind the fancy poses, Stefan. You're trying to kill the fucker, not teach him how to dance. And you, Dangler, stand your ground. Don't let him lead you round by the nose.
Sir? Well, sir, this is Henry. From Lord Coburn.
Ah, it's about time Radzig got round to this. We need someone who knows their way around these parts. Leave off with the bowing and curtsying. We don't hold with that tomfoolery here. Jakey! Where the hell are you sneaking off to? Go to the farm and get water. The lads are thirsty.
But I went last time.
And you'll go next time, you ungrateful pup. Get your ass moving. Snot-nosed brat. You put them out of a pile of shit, and they thank you with back talk. Where were we? Oh yeah. We need a guide who knows these parts. So I hope I can rely on you, Herman.
It's Henry.
Right. Well, as I said to Radzig, I don't want to carry any dead weight. We could find ourselves in some very tight situations where every sword counts.
I know how to handle a sword, all right?
I've heard a lot of fellas say that. They still ended up on the wrong end of one. We'll find out. Stefan, take a break. Dangler, let's find out what Harold here can do.
Sure. No problem, Chief.
И как раз только что размялся.
Gone weak at the knees, have you?
Чего она так долго делала? Сложно, ага. Давай, нападай сам, давай. Ну, что ты ходишь, не понадобится.
What's the matter? Come on. Fuck it!
Сволочуга какая же вообще. Чё понимаешь? Да, в смысле, ёпта, блядь, не буду. Сволочь.
All right, now you're dead.
Ой, я устал уже, как в реале, как будто. Сука. Да раз. Ну давай. Что ты делаешь, блядь? Почему я так делаю?
You didn't fare badly at all, I must say. You can ride with us.
All right, good. Thanks.
Don't thank me yet. You don't know what you're letting yourself in for.
Sir Kuno, can you tell me?
Drop the sir. That title brought me nothing but grief.
Sir Radzig told me the Rickvold family lost its wealth.
There's all sorts of ways to become impoverished. Nothing easier. Especially when your father's a fool. And your mother's mad as a bat.
Oh,
But it's a long and twisted story. We took our name from Rickval Castle. But that actually belonged to the convent. You see, he knew the abbess there since they were young. Knew her very well. There was even talk that she only joined the order because her... Anyway, whether he was fucking her right there in the convent, or he just took a lot of interest in scripture,
Oh, you might have been after a bit of both.
Sinning and confessing all in one place. Anyway, my mother never had strong nerves. Truth be told, her sanity was always shaky. Then, one frosty December morning, I was woken by screaming and smoke. I looked out the window. I saw my mother there, in the courtyard.
Christ, that sounds like a...
Hellish it was, I can tell you. Me and my sister Adela and a few servants managed to get out before the whole place went up. I couldn't get to my sister and I were left destitute after the fire. Then my cousin, Adam of Dread. A few weeks later, he offered to buy what was left of our estates and sell me a small fortress near Akovnik. It was a great relief. We suddenly had some hope of a future again. So I told my... A week later, the two of them announced to me they were getting married. And all that was left of our estates, lands...
But surely that was for you to decide. You were the head of...
Aye. Only I barely had 17 years under my belt, and I just lost everything. You're telling me. But I'm not complaining. As my pa always used to say, if you can turn your hand to something, you'll never be lost. I doubt he ever crossed his...
What about your debt to Sir Radzig?
A twist of fate, lad. I was fighting in the hostilities between the House of Schallenberg and the town of Colleen. In the end, the two sides negotiated a truce, and I rode to Colleen with the delegation that was to parley there. We stopped off at an inn on the way. I could tell at first sight he was a man after my own heart. A likeable rogue with a sharp mind. We spent the whole night drinking together and talking. And in the morning, we set off together with sore heads, but in good temper, since he was travelling to Colleen, same as I. Only, once we reached the city gates, they arrested me on the spot. Seems the burghers had it in for me. On the other hand, I was a member of the peace delegation, so by rights, they shouldn't have even looked at me sideways. And then it hit me. Colleen is a royal city. So he was there to represent...
I see. So he was on the other side.
That's right. Anyway, they threw me in a dungeon, and a few days later, word reached me that the Schallenbergs had reached an agreement with the burghers. And I'd surely have ended my days swinging from the town battlements if it hadn't been for Radzig. He liked...
Lucky for you.
Indeed. I owe my life to Radzig, and I'll never forget it. He's asked me twice before for help. This is the third time. And how could I refuse him?
I'd like to ask about your...
Ask away.
What about the fellow they call Dangler?
I've never ridden with a better man, I can tell you. He doesn't say a lot, but for that, he listens all the better. Nothing escapes him.
So he scouts for you?
Not just that. It's happened more than once. I was closing nearly every time he was right. And
those Behrman brothers are quite...
Indeed they are. There's no more mercy in them than in, well, a bear. If I told them to skewer you on the spot, they'd do it, without batting an eyelid.
Jesus.
Oh, aye. They'd argue first about which one of them got to do the job. Real soldiers. As long as they don't get too drunk. Then there's no keeping them up.
What can you tell me about...
Fletching? For one thing, he's a very...
How did he come to join your band?
Well, let's just say he was in the right place at the right time.
What exactly happened?
Sorry, I'd love to tell you the whole story, but I'd be betraying him.
Oh, now you've got me curious. Maybe I should ask...
Sure, why not?
What about that dumb one? How did he end up?
The stone? Oh, he
just like that?
Aye, just like that. We were riding from Olomouc to a castle park. You know how it goes. We made acquaintance with them, had a drink or two.
I'm not sure I'd be thinking that if I ran into you lot on the road.
We might have done some things I ain't proud of. But wayfarers are sacred even for me. Anyway, our fellow travellers, except for the stone, he stuck with us the whole way. The fellas kept asking him what he was after. But of course he never... When we were approaching Barsdorf, I ordered the men to get rid of him. I had some business at the castle, and I didn't want any strangers sticking their noses in. Stefan tried to tell him nicely, but he just sat there, staring like he was turned to stone. That's when... Then the Bearman brothers tried to get him off his horse. He booted Yan in the face and knocked him out cold. Then he jumped down and felled Petter with one punch. A man who can do that is a man you want on your...
Weren't you worried about having a stranger in your band? Especially one who...
No, I figured if he can't talk, he can't tell. Besides...
What about Jakey?
Jakey, that boy will be the death of me. You've got to be tough on him, or he's good for...
Like a son?
I wouldn't go that far. But I've no family of my own.
Well, you're pretty hard on him, though. And the others keep him on his toes, too.
The boy needs a firm hand. I was like him once, and I got the same too. If we let him be, we'd end up with a third...
True. Two is... So Radzig...
It's all so...
Oh.
But it's, you see...
Well, no...
Not my old man. He cursed like... Anyway, my mother never had strong nerves. Truth be told. There. What? You're telling me...
Разбили в ноль. Точно шмотки так потрепали. Мне надо ученица ехать тогда.
Show me what you've got concealed.
Что я прячу? Мне ничего
Why?
не воровано-то нет.
Orders of his...
For God's sake, don't...
With salt, caraway seeds, garlic, and oil. You'll find it here.
God save.
Let's have a word... Since it's you...
That's not enough. Fine.
Bread baked just this morning. Bread. Gavin! Gavin!
не зашел. Давай, открывайся уже, что там? Че он там охранник сидит?
Good day.
Мне вот это мне нужно, да? Набор портного. Я же не умею, надеюсь, пользоваться. Фартук кузнецами, кто палец страшной ведьмы.
I'd like to just
Well,
agree.
come now. All right, sir.
God be with.
Ты все то же самое, да, продать?
Carrots that'll make you and your family happy. Onions that'll make you cry.
God be with.
Would you teach me?
Certainly.
I'm interested.
All right.
Isn't that? Is this?
I don't. Sorry, but I'm not going to teach you.
Насчет поторговать.
Can we do?
Well,
Ну так дорого-то.
What do you?
come now. Fine.
Damn it! I'm hungry.
Good health. Take care.
Так. Набор броника. Я, наверное, у тебя вообще все Что? 5000. Еще не поторговался. Ладно. Просто не склик.
God save. Good luck then.
Малый набор. Вот набор кузнеца.
Let's have a word. Agree?
That's not enough. See now.
Yeah.
Творeza съездить, попросить, чтобы одного
Yeah.
ответ.
I've got some. I hope you won't.
Thank you. I've got something.
All right. I.
Все решил. Отлично.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I want to talk to you. Henry, come here.
What? This joke, you blockhead? I'm asking if you heard this joke.
What joke? You haven't told me it yet.
It's just a turn of phrase. for
Henry,
fuck's sake.
I want to have a word with you.
If you're gonna tell a joke, you say, have you heard this one? Which one?
Can you tell me?
What do you want to know?
Why do they call you?
Because Kuno found me dangling on the end of a rope.
Ah, I see.
I wouldn't call it an execution exactly. At the time I was squire to the Lord of Buzitz. That was a proper night for you. Full of ideals and honour. I looked up to him as a hero. Then in one skirmish, they stood me on a shaky wooden cross with my hands tied behind my back and a noose around my neck. For amusement. Then they rode off laughing.
Well, how long were you stuck there?
I couldn't tell you. Hours, maybe days. In the end, everything started going.
Jesus.
I didn't. When Kuno found me, they cut me down, took the rope off me, and someone gave me a kick and I coughed and came back to life. Sort of.
Henry, I want to have a word with you.
What is it, Jakey?
The stone wants to talk with you, if you can call it that.
What ring?
Ah, no one told you about it. The fellas call it the Ring of Bacchus. Kuno gave us this ring. It's just a worthless bauble. But when we're at the tavern, Kuno pays, so we steal the ring from each other and try to trick each other. Well, actually, just the others. They won't let me.
That sounds like a lot of fun. But I don't have...
He probably wants you to steal it from someone. Since you're new, the fellas will talk to you, and it won't be so...
All right. I'll have a word with him. Hey, Jakey, can you tell...
Want to get matey, eh? Sure, Henry.
How did you end up in...
Well, I used to be a baker's hand in Prague, but all the other fellas were always on my back, always swearing at me. Sometimes they... To make a bit of coin, I started going to the tavern across the road, entertaining the rich gents with jokes, playing... One time, Kuno turned up there, and I got to talking with him. When I told him all the shit, I
bet you were...
Yeah, though it's not like they give me much peace here either.
Well, surely you can't be any worse off here than in the bakery.
No, only at the bakery, the worst I ever got was a beating. It's not like my life was in danger, but here, when those Beerman brothers are drunk, I have to keep well...
How come they bullied you at the bakery? It's usually the shy ones bullies.
Not now, maybe. I learned a thing.
Oh, come on, you, shy? You just said you were playing the fool and telling...
All right, I'll tell you the truth.
They picked on me because I'm an orphan. The parish priest of St. Apollinaire's in Prague found I spent half my childhood in parish houses.
I see.
It still is tough, I can tell you that.
Stefan,
What is it you want to know, young?
I'm curious how you
You noticed I don't exactly fit in with this pack of felons and reprobates, huh? Unfortunately, you...
No, I suppose not.
Oh, well, I'd love to tell you, but Kuno insisted we keep that between the two of them.
Oh. But...
Really? Are you sure about...
No, I don't think so.
At least, I used to live in a town before. Back there I was doing something very different. Although... No.
Actually, I haven't the foggiest idea what you mean.
Me? I'm an open book, lad.
Maybe another time.
As you wish. Shame, though. There's nothing I...
Если надо сделать, так сыграть.
Going on there? Got bellyache, have you? That's nasty.
Может, бывает что-то было. Где там этот челик? Где молиться? Конечно, есть моя кровать. И к тебе. Но, судя по всему, они не стим... А, вот заснуть и сохраниться. Ну, да. Топовая кроватка. Да, в целом-то нормально. Там щетина. Опьянение и похмелье. Также со мной на день. Вот это мне нужно, да. Теперь Куна пропала.
Should we ride out?
Oh, you'd like to ride out, would you? Wouldn't you rather leave us sitting here?
Sorry, I had a job to take care of.
A job? I believe Radzig assigned you to us. So this is your fucking job!
I apologize.
All right, just don't fucking keep us waiting. I'd like to head to the north. Is there anything interesting that way?
North of here, Samapesh and Merhoyed are that way, and Talmberg is a bit further on. There's stables in Merhoyed.
I wouldn't mind paying a visit to those stables. We can go through there.
And from there?
From there, we'll follow our noses. Something interesting is sure to turn up. I feel it in my bones. Mount up and let's go.
Sure.
What a fine day, eh, brother?
Indeed, brother.
You know what I like best about days like this, Jan?
The scent of chamomile wafting from the hillsides.
Among other things.
Ah, like the rounded hills, rising, perky, all soft and pink in the sunlight.
And the fertile valley below, spreading wide and inviting.
Dew glistening in a mossy hollow.
The sweet aroma of honey in the air.
The sturdy poplar, standing tall and erect.
Aye, it reminds me of that day. That day where the two of us fucked Fletcher's ma.
Very droll. You'd make a stuffed bird laugh.
Your ma's a stuffed bird. I stuffed her myself.
I can't smell any chamomile.
Well then, how are things?
May I?
Yes, Fletch?
How shall I put it? I'm a little concerned about the prospects in these parts, Chief.
Oh? How's that?
I've been looking around, and if you'll pardon me, it seems to me that we've been stuck for a long time in the arsehole of beyond.
It's not Paris, France, I'll grant you.
What I mean to say is, I haven't got any new kit or arrows since the day Jakey joined us. It makes me uneasy, Chief.
I see. What about the rest of you?
I don't know what Fletcher's moaning about. There's plenty of booze and loose wenches nearby.
Not to mention fools in the taverns who don't know when to stop rolling those dice.
Dangler?
It's the arsehole of beyond everywhere we go. It always makes me uneasy.
Jakey?
Fletch can complain. I was supposed to get a suit of armor, and all I got was a shitty kettle hat.
Sorry, but they don't do hauberks in girls' sizes.
Oh? Well, how did you get yours then?
All right, appreciate your honesty, lads. Don't worry, there will be plunder. We're here to fight. To the victor the spoils. That's how it's always been. But no purse of silver will shed blood for you on the battlefield. That's what this company is for. And I hope you never forget the golden rule. You can joke all you want, moan all you want, but nothing will keep your skins in one piece better than trusting your leader, who you choose by your own free will. So don't ever forget that.
Amen.
Chief, I think there's something going on over there. Let's go! Behind me, and keep your eyes peeled. What do you think we can expect this time, fellas?
Russian, hidden in a piss pot under the bed. A nice chunk of beef. No one there will be eating.
On account of it'd just fall out through the holes in their bellies, eh, brother?
My mouth is already watering, brother, and I ain't even touched a purse yet.
Once you get your hands on some loot, I'll be happy to play you for your hard-earned groschen back of the cap.
Poor old Fletch. Never gets to see the action from close up.
What about you, Dangler? What do you expect to find?
Utility in human suffering, like always.
Always full of good cheer, eh, Dangler? Why don't you take a leaf out of Stone's book? Shut the fuck up. Jesus.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Keep your eyes peeled, though. There might be someone hiding out here still. Look for clues and question the survivors, if there are any.
No signs of resistance. They simply slaughtered them like animals. Looks like it happened fast. Oh, they can't be all that clever or they'd have taken the wagon. God almighty. They turned the place over good and proper. Ah, poor wretch. Kuno will want to know about this. I found this shield in a shed along with a letter. Seems like someone left us a message.
Show me that. I know that. I don't think we'll find anything else here. We'll stay here a while, just in case. And you should go and
What do you know about these Zulls?
A family of impoverished nobles. They fought in the Margraviate Wars in Moravia.
I thought I could go and search for those raiders. They might not have gotten...
All right. It's always good to have an extra pair of eyes.
Did you find any...
Some, a horse or two. They rode off through the meadow towards dawn. They were avoiding them.
Towards dawn?
Meaning towards the east. Apart from the mounted ones, there were some men on foot.
Well, they can't move too fast then.
No. And what's more, they left a trail of blood. One or more of them might be wounded. Either that, or they dragged off.
Nice work. Thanks. Poor creature. Hunted down like game. Looks like they carried away a lot of stuff. They went this way. Seems they met some resistance at the farm. What a waste. At least I know which way they went.
Я это сделал.
Yeah. Yeah.
I tracked down those.
You did?
A short way to the east, in a glade.
How many of them are there?
About 7.
I'll tell the lads we're gonna deal with them. Nice. Hey, to me, now! Listen up. Henry tracked down those bastards who raided the farm. They're dividing up their loot, not far from here. So let's pounce on them and give them what for. Move out!
Quiet as the grave, as the stone would say.
That's a good one. I haven't heard that one since. Let me see.
At a loss for words, are you?
Stop it, please. Or I'll split my sides laughing.
I feel sorry for the stone. Imagine not being able to insult your enemy's mother.
Ah, big mouth Jakey makes up for it.
I don't know how you managed without me for so long.
Who wasn't needed their back covered last time?
Jakey.
JT,
Fuck you. I don't need minding.
we all cover each other's backs. That's how this band works.
Get used to it.
I've no intention of getting myself killed by a bunch of bandits who pillaged a farm for cabbage.
Well, I don't know. You might get mistaken for a cabbage yourself.
Aye, he's green enough.
I'll cover you, Jakey. Got it?
Thanks a lot, Fletch.
What the...
didn't you, brother?
Delivers the fatal blow. A new wager. Fletch will be up for that. We gotta do something to spice things up. Let's make it more like a problem. Maybe we timed our attacks better.
It'll look more like a battle plan, eh?
Runs up.
Plans go to hell in the heat of battle.
Everyone's still going to lay into that last fucking of everything they've got anyway.
Even if we have to chase him all the way to Olamos to do it.
Alright. Next time, we'll see who delivers the coup de grace.
Jakey can keep an eye on it while he's hiding in the bushes, shitting his brays as usual.
The only place I'll be shitting is in your tent.
I like that famed strike from the left, brother.
What do you call that? The secret of the trade, sonny. Why, you lost your puff fighting that other fucker, didn't you, brother?
Nah. I was just faking it to confuse him.
Oh, yeah? So how come you were still breathless after, eh?
You know what I like best in a skirmish, Jan?
Pray tell, brother.
When there's one last fucker left. We surround him.
Hack him from all sides.
Until he falls in a bloody heap on the ground. I love that.
We ought to wager on who delivers the fatal blow.
A new wager? Fletch will be up for that.
We gotta do something to spice things up. To make it more like a proper war. Maybe if we timed our attacks better.
It'll look more like a battle plan, eh?
But when you're...
Right, we'll have a look around here
Everyone's still
for,
going to lay into that last fucker with everything they got anyway.
Meanwhile, Henry, even if we have to chase him all the way to Olamos to do it.
Alright. Next time, we'll see who delivers the coup de grace.
Jakey can keep an eye on it while he's hiding in the bushes, shitting his brays as usual.
The only place I'll be shitting is in your tent.
God's bless.
Did you find?
Folks say it was an account of...
How does life in?
I suppose it was kind of them to take us in. God be with you.
You all know what happened there. Help your neighbor.
Good health to you. Goodbye.
I'd like to just... Satisfied?
I'd almost Aye.
Sit down and get on with it.
Вижу, это уже меня встречает тут.
Greetings.
Sir, I'm afraid I have some bad news.
Toth must...
Now, this is something else, sir. We found a shield.
I know that coat of arms.
There was a letter there, too.
Show it to me.
Here you are, sir.
Unscrupulous beast. Cruelty and malevolence. As I expected. Old grievances.
This Sir Hagen wants to...
Apparently, he still hopes I will agree to this kind of
Surely you can't refuse a challenge to a duel. What?
Henry, my boy, honor is a splendid thing, and it should be held in high...
Like this one?
Yes, like this one. The only reason Hagen is challenging me now is that he has a marked advantage. I've served as the royal hetman for the last... Hagen, meanwhile, was fighting in the Margraviate Wars in Moravia, and elsewhere as a mercenary. Which of us do you think would win a duel? That's not honor, but an abuse of honor. Commonplace opportunism. I don't blame him for trying, but I'm not such a fool as to play by his rules.
What happened between you and Sir Hagen?
That's a long story.
Well, if I'm to know what I'm up against, I'll need to hear at least the gist of it.
True. All right, in a nutshell. Several years ago, I had to resolve a bloody feud between the Zul. So, I hanged the head of the family. Ever since then, they've had it in for me.
But you acted in good conscience.
Yes, although in retrospect it might seem excessively harsh.
What happened?
That's a long...
Well, I'd like to hear...
Very well. It began in the first year of... It concerned land boundaries. The Zuls had refused to accept the ruling of the land court. His Majesty's position was, since the Zul family was defying the king, the head of the family, Hagen's father, was hanged.
So, they're out for vengeance.
Would it were that simple, lad. I was young and didn't realize that, for one thing, the king didn't...
How come?
Because he realized things would eventually sort themselves out. He promoted me. Secondly, my actions essentially created another band of robbers. When you strip a nobleman of his property. And thirdly, I wasn't aware at the time that the other part... If I'd known what I know today...
Well, what are we going to do about it?
You and Kuno's band will just have to deal with Hagen and prevent further mayhem. The longer he's maraud...
So you'd fight him, if it came to...
Let's hope it doesn't come to that. But maybe there's something else behind this challenge.
All right.
I'm sure you will.
I'd like to ask something about this.
Sure.
What happened?
See you later.
God be with you.
Let's have a word.
Well,
Are we agreed?
a nice sum. See now.
Bread, fresh bread, bread, roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Jake,
Want to get matey?
what do you think about...
Zool. Huh. I'd rather keep that to myself. I reckon Radzig's mate. I might not be grown up yet, but I've walked in these shoes long enough to know that asking...
Wait, what are you trying to say?
Never mind. It's just a feeling I have. If Kuna...
All right, we'll drop it then.